Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelina. If you're just tuning into my channel for the first time, I am a holistic esthetician and I also have my CME, which is medical electrology, which makes me do lots of fun laser services for skin rejuvenation. So my channel is based on skincare, but the holistic approach to it and more natural means of caring for ourselves. I feel like the most important thing when it comes to self-care is doing it naturally and loving yourself in the process. And a lot of loving yourself is giving your body the chance to really act in its full potential and not filling it with toxic chemicals, which are in so many things we use every day. So what the focus of this video is going to be today is mainly on what it means to me to be a holistic esthetician and how I incorporate these themes into my everyday life. So there is many parts to why I choose holistic and how it's a little bit different than traditional skincare or like a medical approach to aesthetics, which I have worked in the medical field a little bit as well, and some of what I do is considered medical, but I take the more natural route in order to do these services medically. So I think the first thing we should talk about when it comes to holistic is, what does holistic mean and where did it come from? So Hippocrates actually was the first father of medicine really in way ancient Greece, and his philosophy was that we should really be treating the entire body, not just one specific area. So I mean, in terms of the whole person approach and it being individualistic, not the same umbrella for the same thing, because everybody's a little bit different and something that one person needs might not be the same for another person. So conveniently, I work at Hippocrates Health Institute, which is this really beautiful campus that treats the person as a whole. So by attacking somebody's diet, by giving them a raw vegan cuisine, by helping them get their mind in a good place, by doing psychotherapy and really limiting the stressors that we have every day, and also the physical aspect of it by giving us enough exercise and yoga and breathing. All of these different things are incorporated into our health, not just one thing, right? So you can take a person that is really, really healthy, like eats the cleanest diet and also does yoga every day or works out very, very often. But if they're extremely stressed out and they have more of a toxic, high stress lifestyle, those things are kind of canceled out. So we really need to have the whole picture in order to create overall wellness. So Hippocrates actually deserted the school of medicine because he didn't really agree with the way they were doing things as far as different elements being treated separately. And he kind of came up with a new system of doing things by using energy and nutrition and hydrotherapy in order to treat the entire person. And he named this the holistic healing system. So this is kind of where I work and how we take our approach to things. Also, there's no uniform procedures, of course, because we're looking into diet, we're looking into lifestyle, we're looking into hormonal balancing, and any kind of dietary changes. So that's going to be a different story for everyone, right? So how I incorporate these things, like when I'm asking somebody about their skincare regimen, it's not just what are you using topically, it's your blood sugar, it's your antioxidant intake, it's how much alcohol and caffeine are you consuming, are you eating a lot of salty foods, are you getting a lot of exercise, what's your sleep schedule like? Does your body have enough time to repair itself at night? Also your sun exposure, smoking, mental and emotional wellness. The list goes on and on about all these different things that contribute to our skin health and our overall mind-body health. all disease starts in the gut, right? So whenever someone asks me certain questions about their skin, I don't always start on the outside. We have to look internally, right? We have to see where the problem is rooted from. Because yeah, I mean, certain creams may band-aid certain appearances or try and aid you in different things that you have going on with your skin, as far as, you know, breakouts or dehydration or anti-aging. But if you're not getting to the root of the problem, it's going to keep happening. And what's the point of me sitting here and selling you a cream when that's not going to really give you all the help you need in the long run? As far as products go, being a holistic esthetician, I use completely organic products that unlocked the considerable potential of the plant kingdom. So the line that I work with right now is all algae and seaweeds and different extracts and essential oils. So it's completely natural and it comes from the earth, which we were meant to really work with nature. We've gotten so far away from that with so many things, and that's where we start seeing illnesses. The further away from nature you are, the sicker that you end up being with all of these toxic carcinogens and neurotoxins and reproductive toxins that we're being introduced to every single day. So we're really trying to improve health and well-being through natural means. A lot of traditional soaps can damage the skin and also strip the natural oils. So the surface layer is being compromised. And using natural products is going to avoid this and allow for easier absorption through your transdermal layer. So aside from all these environmental factors that we're facing every day with pollution, with the sun, our products are extremely important. And this is something that I lecture about every week at my job. And the title of the lecture, which I didn't come up with, one of my mentors, Marty Landau, taught me a lot of what I'm talking about now, is would you put in your mouth what you put on your skin? And that is such a great question. And I kind of like to use that theme with a lot of other things in my life as well. So when you're looking at the skin as a whole and the products that we're using every single day, what are you thinking about? Think about all the products that you use in a single day. Your skin is your largest breathing organ. Everything that you put on your skin is getting directly absorbed into your bloodstream within 26 seconds. So have you really thought about all of these things? Like, okay, you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth. What kind of toothpaste are you using? Does it have fluoride in it? Do you know the negative effects of fluoride? Yes, dentists love it for certain reasons, but what else is it doing to you internally, right? And then we go on to maybe a cleanser or a soap you're using. Are there sulfates? Are there parabens in it? Are there carcinogens? Is there formaldehyde? Like, all of these things that I'm saying are in so many products. And we don't think about it because we're not told to question it. The FDA does not require a company to put all of their ingredients on a label. And there's also no laws to test personal care products. So there could be a ton of different crap in your product and you don't even know it. You think that because it's being sold to you in the store that it's good for you, but it's not. You have to be your own person when it comes to these things, and you really have to do your own research. So, I mean, it's really not anyone's fault because it is a corrupt system, and we're kind of just slapping all of these mystery chemicals on our skin and just waiting to see what happens. And down the line, yeah, these things are starting to affect us internally. There's things that are causing us to have reproductive issues with the neurotoxins, the carcinogens that can lead to cancer, all of these external problems with allergens, and also internally in our systems as well. What's something else that we use every day? Deodorant. Deodorant is a huge thing that's talked about as far as toxicity goes. So the major thing that you're going to hear is having aluminum in your deodorant. Aluminum is absolutely terrible for you, and also your lymph nodes are very prominent in your underarms. And another point I'll make is antiperspirants. Why would you want something to stop you from sweating? I understand some people sweat a lot and maybe that's not cute, but you're supposed to sweat. You're supposed to sweat to cool your body down, and you're also supposed to sweat to get rid of toxins in your body. So when you're stopping your body from doing something that it's supposed to do and putting aluminum in it at the same time, why would, no, you don't have to do that. A lot of deodorants that are natural may not work as well, or, you know, might not last as long. Just reapply it. You know, why are you going to put yourself in a situation where you need to put more chemicals in your body than you're already experiencing just by walking outside? So back to the FDA for a minute. When we're talking about the amount of chemical in a product, the FDA likes to say that, oh, there's just a small amount of this chemical in a product, no big deal. But think about how many products you're using in a day. The average woman can use up to 12 products, which contain 168 different chemicals. I kid you not. Men can use a little bit less, right? More around like 6 is the average, but still, all of these different things we're putting on our bodies continuously every single day do add up when it comes to toxins. And I'm not only talking skincare products here, I'm talking about everything. So yeah, your skincare products are very important because that's going directly on your skin and into your bloodstream. But so is hair dye, so is nail polish. Hair dye, mainly, most of it contains ammonia, and you're putting it directly on your scalp where your brain is, like right there, all the time too, because women are constantly trying to cover their grays. So you're putting these chemicals right on your skin. Also, the nail polishes that we use contain a ton of chemicals: toluene, formaldehyde, sulfates, parabens, all of these things. Again, getting your nails done is something that most women do very often, right? I used to be one of these people. I had acrylics, I had gels. They look great, they last a long time, but is it worth it? Some of you might say yes. For me personally, I don't get my nails done. I get pedicures, okay? But I bring my own nail polish that doesn't have a bunch of crap in it, so I know exactly what I'm using and what is or is not going into my bloodstream. Okay, so what else do we use every day that contains lots of chemicals? Our cleaning products, right? Cleaning products, oh my God, have so much junk in them. There's been multiple studies that actually prove that the indoor pollution in our homes can actually be worse than the outdoor pollution because of all these chemicals that we're putting into the air. Not only are we putting these chemicals into the air that we're breathing in, that our children are breathing in, that our animals are breathing in, but when you're using these chemicals, and say you're using it with the water in your sink, or you're pouring something out into the sink, they're going into our water supply. Everything is connected, right? So just because you think it's not directly touching your skin, it's going into your water. I've done a facial actually on this gentleman that worked for the water supply company down here in Florida, and he said if you knew what was in your water, you would not even want to shower in it. And I believe it. You know, certain water smells like chlorine. It smells kind of funky. And then you realize that your skin is kind of weird and your hair is really dry. That's probably because your water isn't clean. Go put a filter on your shower right now. And please, 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 unless you live somewhere that you know you're getting a good water supply, like maybe in Europe, or if you have well water, do not drink out of the sink. That is awful. There's so many little amoebas and like terrible things that can get into your body by drinking the water. I'm sure you've seen the documentaries, and if you haven't, please do a little bit of research, because it's gross. It's really gross. All the stuff that we're just being told to use every single day. It's making us sick. We don't even think about it. We don't realize it, and we have all these problems, and oh no, it couldn't be that because I'm told that it's healthy. I'm lied to every single day of my life. Learn to question your reality, because that's what we're here for. We're all very smart humans, and we gotta unlock that potential. Distilled water is actually the cleanest water you can drink. There's a little bit of controversy on that, but like I said, I work at a holistic health institute, and I have seen so many incredible transformations where Western medicine has failed people, and things that we do every day has failed people. And I'm not going to get too in depth with this right now because there are so many other videos that I can go a little deeper into these particular things. But you know, a lot of what we are told that we need to do is band-aiding a problem. So if you're going to the doctor for a specific issue and they give you medication, you're kind of just numbing that part of your body. It's still there. We need to take a deeper look at where it's coming from and tie it into the entire body. Maybe one thing isn't working in our bodies because there's something wrong with another part of your body. Like I said, everything's connected, so we need to approach the person as a whole, and that is what holistic means. It's not only just being natural about everything, but it's taking a deeper look. So we're not just saying, oh, like I'm having all this pain right here, it must be just my shoulder. No, it could come from your lower back, it can come from your feet, it could come from I don't know where. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I do know that it's worth taking a deeper look into and not just thinking that it's only one problem. So as an esthetician, taking the holistic approach really gives me more of an advanced understanding of the person's skin and how to apply it to a person individually. So I'm not just looking at the outside, I'm not just focusing on their epidermis, I'm asking them questions about their lifestyle in so many different ways and how we can get all of these nutrients and things that we need in our bodies. Like, you know, a lot of people that have acne may have a very high dairy diet. Dairy is an inflammatory, and so many skin conditions are inflammatory skin conditions. You know, some people may process dairy a little bit better than others, so you can't put an umbrella on that. But for me personally, when I consume dairy, my skin tells me it does not like it, and I haven't been able to process dairy for a very long time, so I know that's not good for me. Also eating greasy foods, things that are fried, things that are high in salt, that will cause you to hold on to the water and look a little bit more puffy, or your skin might break out because it's more oily. Again, that's your diet. Same thing with sun exposure as well. Sun is the biggest cause of aging. UVA rays cause aging, and UVB rays cause burning. And again, with the chemicals, sunscreens are full of chemicals. Most of them are. So look out for what sunscreens you're using. I use one that uses an organic zinc oxide, which is a natural occurring sunscreen. It's not some crazy chemicals. So a couple of tools that we can use. There's two apps that I really like. So these apps, they don't have every single product, but they do have a decent amount. And what they do do for me that I like a lot is they show me these certain things that I need to look out for. So the app has the capacity to let you scan a barcode on a product, or you can just type it into the search bar and it will bring up the product, and on a scale of 1 to 10 it'll tell you how toxic that product is, and it will also show you all of these toxins and what they do to your system and why you don't want them in your skincare or your hair care or your cleaning products. These apps do both of those things. So even if I have a certain product that's not coming up with this app, I'll know the toxic ingredients to look out for in the future by seeing them in a different product. So these two apps, one is called Think Dirty and the other one is called EWG Skin Deep. Those are my two go-to apps that I like to use. If I ever have any question on something, I'll put those in right away. And at this point, I've gotten pretty familiar with what I don't want in my skincare. And a lot of those things are preservatives that, you know, help to keep bacteria not to grow on the product, to hold the integrity of the product. And they're also cheaper. So there are ways to naturally preserve a product, like with oxygen or with silver or there's many other different things that are natural. So there are ways of having clean products and clean ingredients and everything. It's just people don't think that they work, or they don't realize that they should be using these products. Okay, so to kind of wrap everything up a little bit, back to why, again, I incorporate the holistic method into my skincare practice. So the methods that I use when I'm doing my facial, and also mainly for the massage, I do a lot of lymphatic drainage as well. So that's going to eliminate toxins from your face, give you a nice natural sculpt, a nice natural glow, gives you a brighter complexion, and also uses a lot of methods for relaxation. I always incorporate some aromatherapy into my facial. I like to use different pressure points in order to release stress and any kind of built-in toxins from the body. We're also doing a very deep massage, so that's going to improve your mood. Since we're stimulating the lymphatic system, we are detoxing the body. We are eliminating the harmful toxins through the facial nodes, and a lot of those are prevalent in the face. So I can show you how to do a lymphatic massage. Very light touch, very easy. You just flow all of the toxins into a major lymphatic port. So a lot of them that I do are right here on your collarbones. So you're going to get a brighter complexion, you're going to detox, you're going to get these stressors out, because you just take a minute to lay there and love yourself and let yourself be loved by somebody else, which, you know, as a professional in this industry, I'm doing a lot of that to other people and maybe not as much to myself. So I need to take my own advice on that as well. So treating the whole person is a fundamental principle in giving a holistic facial. Again, we're looking at so many different factors outside of just the facial. So a lot of that is why I'm passionate about it. And I was never really taught these things in the beginning. Like, I've always kind of had a holistic approach to my life because of how I was raised. And Western medicine failed me when I was a small child, and I had a pretty serious operation that I didn't need because I was misdiagnosed. And a holistic doctor was my savior. And ever since then, I've questioned things. I'm always questioning my reality, and I think you should too, because we are told so many things by media and you know, in magazines and things about what we should be using and how we should be looking and why. But I don't understand that, and it doesn't make sense to me. And I mean, who made up what beauty is? Like, when you look at somebody, why do you think they're beautiful? Because of what they are on the inside, or because they look like what you're told beauty is, right? Like having big lips, having a big ass, like having perfectly sculpted cheekbones and long eyelashes and whatever eyebrow trend happens to be going on, you know? Like, these things are constantly changing. And why? Because the media is telling us that's what beauty is. No, I don't like it. Beauty is about loving yourself and doing it properly. And stop looking in the mirror and picking out all of these things that you don't like about yourself, but instead say what you love. You know, like, there's certain things that maybe if I went to a doctor, they'd say, oh, you need bigger lips, or you need a smaller nose, or your eyebrows are uneven, or your hair is not long enough, or you've got cellulite on your legs. Who are you, dude, to tell me that? I love me for me, and I don't need anybody to tell me what beauty is, okay? If you love yourself, that's all you gotta do. And loving yourself is also not putting your body into overtime by filling it with toxins. So I think I'm gonna end it there. Just keep this short and sweet, because I can go on, and I will definitely be posting more videos going more in depth into the holistic approach to life. But anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment. I will respond to anybody and everything. I love you guys so much, and I hope I can continue entertaining and giving you some knowledge. Thanks again. Did I say again? That was weird. Thanks again.